I think the way I look at what we do here can really be traced back to my parents. Both of my parents were just truly amazing people. Neither one of them finished high school. In fact, my dad didn't finish grade school. His parents basically kicked him out of school and said, time to go to work and time to start earning money for the family. My mother had some vision issues. Her parents couldn't afford to purchase eyeglasses for her, so she couldn't read. But even with that, I'll tell you that they built that business, they bought that farm, they were successful, and they did it just with willpower and tenacity and grit and an obsession in the belief that you should never have debt. A lot of what they brought has rubbed off on me and impacts the way we look at the work that we do and the way we relate to clients here, because there was this absolute total commitment to integrity. I like traveling off the grid. I like going to places that you maybe haven't heard of and staying in hotels that cost $10 a night, getting close to the culture. It's it's something I didn't start until a few years ago, but I would say that I spend as much time as I can doing that. When I'm here, there's a good chance you'll find me down on the river trail on my bicycle. The team at this law firm is absolutely amazing. They're amazing because, and you feel it when you sit down and talk to them. And I'm saying this to a person. There is a passion about just getting to know clients, about developing a relationship with them, about caring what happens to them. There's a passion for excellence. There's a desire to know more, a desire to learn more, to be better at what we do. It's just unbelievable. I've never seen this kind of passion any place else I've ever been. One thing that I'm really proud of in this law firm is that there's no question about what our mission is when we come to work in the morning. We have a staff meeting every Friday. We read the mission statement because I feel like it's important that we frequently remind ourselves why we're here. But our mission is really clear. Our mission is to create plans that absolutely uniquely fit a client's needs, not crank out some cookie cutter legal document, but to produce a plan that really fits the unique needs of that client, and then communicate those solutions in a way that get the client to a place where they actually understand the plan, and then to have a follow-on process that allows us to monitor and maintain the plan so that at that point, out in the future when that plan is tested, and it will ultimately be tested, but at that point we want to know that the plan will work the way the client wants it to work. That's the mission. That's what we do here. I've become a big believer in checklists, and I didn't come to that right away, but I have a son that's a pilot, and there was a period of time there when I'd fly around with him. He's graduated now to bigger, faster planes, but there was a time when I would fly around with him, and every time we would land someplace, maybe to go in for lunch or whatever, we'd come back out and he'd start the plane up again, but before he did, he would go through this checklist. And finally, I said to him one day, I'm just confident this plane works because it worked 30 minutes ago. Why are we going through a checklist again? And my son looked at me, and in a way I always remember, he said, "Dad, checklists prevent accidents." And so I started thinking about that, and I got to thinking, if it works to prevent accidents in airplanes, it probably would work to prevent accidents in estate plans. And that's what really started us to working on building this annual review checklist. The one thing I want people to know about this law firm is that we are obsessed with making certain that clients are protected, totally protected, and that when they walk out of the door of this office, they have the peace of mind they came in here for.